Muscle memory, is it a myth or is it the truth? How fast do you actually need until you regain your muscles that you previously had and that you apparently, unfortunately, lost? Let's speak a little bit about this today in today's episode. By the way, my name is Boris Kish and welcome to my channel. If you have been big before and strong and lost most of your gains, how fast do you actually need to regain them all? But well, honestly, it depends of many factors. Is this the truth or the myth? I would say it's definitely the truth. It's definitely something that works, that has been proven in praxis, not only in theory or in scientific theory, but as everything else in life, as I strongly believe in, it's not really black and white. It's not, you have been big and strong and now you're going to regain what you had before overnight without any effort, without any suffering, without any motivation and discipline. It's not like that, because I made a mistake like that, and this is the point of this video that I would like to share with you so that you don't do the same. Let's speak about natural progress. I mean, if you have been before big and strong naturally, and you had maybe some kind of injury, or maybe you had some kind of, unfortunately not car accident or whatsoever, and you lost a lot of your gains. Let's say your leg was in gips or your arm, and you were not able to train maybe for 6 months, and you start going to the gym without any kind of enhancing supplements. Yes, you will be able to regain to the point where you have been before pretty quickly. I would say from 3 to 6 months. If you just do everything as you did before, slowly but surely, you're not going to have any problems. But then again, if you have been enhanced, as I was, and you made a break because of some life circumstances, it's not such an uncomplicated story. And yes, there are things that you can definitely do correct about, but there are definitely things where you can make huge mistakes and be completely disappointed, as I was once, and said like, holy, crap. I heard about muscle memory. I did everything right, and it's not going where is it supposed to be going, especially if you look some super multi-talented IFBB pros that are able to do comeback from zero to almost where they have been before in a couple of months, and you're stuck. What's causing that? I mean, first of all, look, if you build up something using enhancement supplements, you know which ones. If you used that, and let's say you got up to, I will say hypothetically, you became a big guy, you got already 100 kilos of muscle mass, decent muscle mass, you were bench pressing, let's say 150 kilos bench pressing sets, or 200 kilos, or doesn't matter how much, as well as all other exercises. You won't be able, unfortunately, to regain your muscle memory by working out naturally. That's the truth, and I'm not supporting or promoting any kind of special supplements like that. But I want to say, I mean, if you were taking, let's say, Tren, Masteron, Primo test, whatsoever, and you went to some point and then you stopped everything and you want to make your own comeback by being natural or just taking 250 milligrams of test per week, you're not going to be able to do it. What you did before, if you want to reach that point, you have to do again. That's unfortunately the truth. That doesn't mean that you cannot build that much faster, but it's not going to, you cannot make something out of nothing. And also it depends really, how long have you been maintaining the size that you had before and strength, and how long have you been atrophied, how long have you been downsized, and how long have you been in the minus phase. How can I say this easier? I mean, from my personal experience, for body to learn who you are. I mean, I can do you scientific phrases, but I don't want to make these videos complicated, and neither do I like when I see somebody who is speaking super complicated. If you have been before for more than 6 months maintaining size at least, then your body automatically starts adjusting to that, and therefore the body thinks that this is default state. If you have been big and strong, let's say for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then if you lost something, and if you have been without size and power, let's say for a year, 2, 3, you will regain that much faster. But if you had, let's say, one cycle like some teenagers, and you exploded and you got a lot of size and power, and then poof, you stopped, and then after 2-3 months you want to regain back, you won't be able to regain that as quick as possible, because the body got confused. If you had something for, let's say, one cycle, 1 to 3 months, and you lost it, the body doesn't know what the hell that was. Therefore it's going to be much you need, again, pretty much to start from zero to go to the point where you have been before. Or let's say it can also happen that you have been maintaining size and strength for 10 years, 20 years, and then you had some major change in your life, and you were not training at all, maybe for 10 years, okay? And you were really small and inactive for 10 years. And then if you decide to do comeback, also with special supplements, again, it's going to take you much longer time. That doesn't mean that muscle memory doesn't exist, but it's not something that, now you inject yourself and poof, after 2-3 months, you are where you have been when you were in your prime. No, to do a proper comeback, even by having a muscle memory, I would say you need approximately 6 months to 1 year, by really giving all you have, by really giving sweat and blood, by eating super correctly, by taking all the natural supplements, by taking the enhancing supplements, by sleeping properly, and still by training super heavy and increasing the weight in the gym. Once I did a mistake and I was not increasing the weight in the gym. I just thought, the chemistry will do its job. I'm going to grow out of nothing. I'm going to eat properly, sleep. I'm going to train with 50% of the power that I had before. The muscles, it was a mistake. The muscles were not coming back. You understand? So the muscles were not coming back. So you still have to kill it every time when you're in the gym. Do everything properly, and yes, then you will be able to achieve where you have been before in much shorter amount of time. But that doesn't mean, again, that this will come overnight without any effort. I will give you one example. For example, the IFBB Pro who did those drastic changes, the biggest changes that I saw in my life, was Kevin Levrone, and he was able to go from zero to the super competitive stage shape in a couple of months. But again, this was him. He's super multi-talented. I'm not Kevin Levrone. I will never be on that level. Neither are you. Hopefully you are. Hopefully you're way better than me. Hopefully you're way better than him. But it's highly unlikely that somebody is going to be on that level. And even him, when he had a break for more than 10 years and when he made a comeback at 2016, and I won't say I love Kevin Levrone as a bodybuilder, he looked brutally amazing. His comeback was better than I was ever in my prime. But even on that comeback that he made that was longer than 10 years of break, he was not able to regain where he was before. Do you understand? Yes, he was older. Yes, he was more than 50 and everything, but he needed at least 6 more months, by my opinion. Then again, who am I to say anything about Kevin Levrone? This is not anything negative about him. I'm just sharing you my honest thoughts about the whole situation. So the conclusion to all of this, yes, muscle memory definitely exists, but it depends how old are you, how long did you had a break before you started to regain where you have been before, how big were you previously, how long have you been maintaining the previous strength and size, how long was the break, and how dedicated and what your real goal and motivation is. Why do you want to get back where you have been before? If you really love this and if you really have passion, as I do, and if you really are doing this because of yourself, again, my suggestion and advice, strong advice, is that you give yourself some proper amount of time. Don't be, okay, I want to come back with muscle memory because today is, I would say, end of April and I want to go to holiday in July. I want to be where I have been before in a couple of months. No, give yourself a decent 6 months to 1 year. That way you will avoid injuries that might come because the muscles are coming back fast, but the bones and ligaments, and joints are not following as quick as the muscles, because there is no muscle memory in them. They get older with all of us. So do it smart, slow, and this slow way of regaining the muscle memory is actually the fastest possible way, and in maximum 1 year, hopefully you'll do it in a few months, maximum 1 year, you will be able to go and to be who you were before. Please write me in the comment section what you like about this, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. Till next time, bye.